This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No ties, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
Whoa. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Set to kick off.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. Here's Cook again. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 61 yards. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Swinging this out right here for Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-7.
49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick off. Running room at the 50. Look out. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 18 yards, first down Niners.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen.
Christian McCaffrey from 19 yards away. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
49ers.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because they run out for the catch, and off he goes.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is the score Bills 14, 49ers 6.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, did really well.
Josh Palmer, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Final 30 seconds in this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he gets this one just shy of the 50 to mark him down at the 39.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They run again on first down. Cook. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They run it again with Cook. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll dump this off to Cook. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fighting for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
49ers 6. And Raiders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And down inside the 40, about the 38.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. This is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get into 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. People are starting to realize that 3 for 2 is really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Bills.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. That play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14.
And Raiders set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. As he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better at the first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Another
run with McCaffrey on second down. A yard in the long direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
A good job in coverage there that took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Play action. Now Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. Allen going to run with it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick. It becomes empty-handed on this drive because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. Still going. Touchdown. Ricky Pearsall. 54 yards. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They go with McCaffrey. The average is this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Bills 28, 49ers 20.
Boy, it's only a 1-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's still on his feet. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo James Cook, 44 yards. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. 35, 49ers 20. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to get into the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Pass caught by Pearson. They'll get three as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 yards.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
what they rushing to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out, but I'm one away from that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, the hype inside. I've been married to mud, I can't wipe it out more than I fell back in love with the process now. Should've started with that, yeah. Different than all of them rats, my heart is a test. Lab on them outside, they start from the back. I've been walking them down and then walking them back like ill. Y'all gotta sell that, and the waist can't get they belt back. If I fell back, that girl felt that. Just these Jones, I just these spell check. Give me a team, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give me the key. And it's only me. Wait till they, they give me a team, give me a team, give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, 'cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, she want a team.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 65 yards. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bills nothing.
To the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass throw. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they work this well outfield across the 45.
It's a gain of
22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for a Bills.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Give the ball. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Allen running the option to the left. Good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Well, he's certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Allen going to run with it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw. And in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining
They'll
up
try and throw for it.
conversion.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gone. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And nothing good. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The 20. And they get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions have retaken the lead.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whether the screen game is, then of course the blocking next to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
I loved it.
Down the sideline he goes.
Bills touchdown.
James Cook,
70 yards.
and the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
180!
It's a short one here at the point to the tight end. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Goff now looking to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Like 20.
Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hey, kill. Like 20.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Second down and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs.
A little juke. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history. There have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They'll try the air now with Goff.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not,
there he goes, right side. And he's in for the touchdown.
Boy, that nigga mad as hell.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. Rigoberto Sanchez has it teed up and ready to go. And here we go from Indy. Ty Johnson now to return. Some pretty solid field position starting out here, Brian. This tackle goes 29. Get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. First down of the game for James Cook. First guy and no gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. They lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a Bills. First down.
the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Short side option here. He's running left. On the move past the 40. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a pickup of 26. That's good for a Buffalo first.
Just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, he's got to worry about the quarterback who can do what he just did. Took the ball himself for a big run.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
He's on a quick hitter. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Got that one near the line. That's why it was all him. Turning a modest pass, far more than a modest game.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. On the sneak, it's Allen. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's going to keep this one. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Josh Allen, the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
The Bills are lining
Allen
up
looking
for
to
a
throw
two-point
this.
conversion.
And the tip-forward pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
Nothing.
Could have been 7 if they tried to point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Let's go.
First snap, and Jones is going to throw. Left side into the hands of Bourne. They push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. We're to the end of one. Our score, 6-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at 1st down here. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Goes to the hurry up here.
That's another Colts 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Quickly here.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throw right side finds Pittman. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go into the hands of Pittman. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
Down carry for Taylor. He dodged the tackle. He's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Every offense in this league is looking for a space when the lanes are open. Deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Taylor has nothing on that ball. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on
The Bills
the play.
are going to go ahead and call
Leads
their
to
first
second
time out.
and goal.
And they'll have
At the
2 left to work
2-yard
with
line.
here in the first half. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
60 Eagles, 60, go!
Complete on the option. He's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's now third and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Michael Taylor. And he will get into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts tie and can take the lead here in the second. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing.
And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one away. So leave that score as is. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Crosses midfield, still going. And finally down right along that opposing 40.
It's a gain of
This one goes for an even 25 yards.
That's good for the Bills.
And the Bills have a first down. A dose of the
It's a
hurry-up
gain
offense
of
here.
25 yards. First down, Bills.
Alert, alert, alert! Where's that?
On first down, Allen hits his running back. And they get this down to the 28. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Alert! Where's that?
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You got to be rush hour, Cage. There's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. They ran right into some gridlock, and they could only manage a few yards at most.
Throwing here, Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. They get this down to the 7-yard line.
It's a gain of
They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
first down.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Straight ahead, here's Cook.
James
Doing
Cook,
just 1
ball
yard, I
carrier.
think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Timeout Indianapolis. That's in 2nd. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Cook again. This is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line.
Stop short of the goal
The
line.
Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3rd and goal now. Can they find that final yard?
Where's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get some late points and the lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown.
Bills.
Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Now Prager on to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Well, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to lock them out of that rhythm.
It's caught. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Offensive line fast.
20. That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
First
line.
down, Jones. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. He's broken about that 27-yard line.
18 more yards.
Buffalo calls it second
That's
time out of the
another
half.
Colts.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this
1st
half.
and 10 at the
To the
27-yard
line
line.
and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go, set, go.
Jones going to throw again. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to 4.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Great for a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch. And that quarterback will find
First
you
and
again.
goal at the 4-yard
Now the
line.
Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Taylor again. And he won't get it done here as they close in on him for the loss. Working quickly here.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd
Goal for
down and
Jones.
goal to go.
It's intercepted in the end zone. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills make that offensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Alert! Regular. Look out!
He'll throw it. Oh, man, it's not. And he holds on through the tackle. Some valuable breathing room picked up as the completion gets him out to the 11. Now Prager on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Jump off, Cockeyes back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set
A
again.
gain of 12 yards. And the Colts, 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And across the 50 and start pushing on the opposing side of the field. So the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 46-yard line.
Quick pass here into the hands of Pittman. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
They send a man in motion. Slot man's in motion right. Left side, pulled in by Pittman. And he's brought down at the line. Looking quickly here.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
There's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense up to the line fast.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
In the hurry up here.
A loss of 4 yards brings up 4th and goal.
He's back to throw. He falls to the pass rush on 4th and goal. And defense coming through, forcing a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. Lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Cook trying this one up the gut. And that's the range of about 7. It's going to be a 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't matter 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down.
On 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play. Just loose, incomplete.
Numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Looking to throw. He connects downfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Play on 4th down. Give him the 1st after a gain of 27.
1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down.
Here's Cook. He's pushed straight ahead. That's maybe a yard at most. Seen him before. He's brought down by DeForest Buckner.
A gain of 2.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw now, Allen. As that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills making a 2-possession game here in the 4th.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
The Bills are lining up for a
Allen looking to throw this. He has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
20, Colts 6.
Now Prater on to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Escapes the pocket. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Jones now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So pass play. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He picks up 15 on the play. That is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Sends this to the end zone. And look at the play right there. Touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. Now just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Groupie to try the point after. It's no good. Floated too far from the right upright. They don't get the PAT. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And they need more of those as they trail by a score. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to make them behind the sticks.
And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and downs. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. That throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's a give to Cook. And some solid running here as he gets some 8 yards there into the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Bills up by 8. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Another one for Cook. And they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal here from the 7.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's That's a
27-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Setting up, second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. This one's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Pass complete to
The
James
Bills
Cook.
have a commanding
Touchdown,
14-point
Buffalo.
lead now in the fourth. It's a James Cook touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here, 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Raiders set to kick off.
Flavor on to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. First and 10. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down. He just couldn't make the connection.
Incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Here we go.
Jones now to throw. Left side into the hands of Williams. And he's down to get this up to the 41. Colts operating from the hurry up, rushing back to the line. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw again, it's Jones. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 24-yard dash, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Colts first down.
Jones going to throw again. Trying to push deep downfield. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. The end zone and out. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line to get back.
And that's probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They can get this back. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play, but they stay with them after the interception. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Bills have likely locked up the win right there. Heads up play from the linebacker there to take a short, innocent pass and just turn it into a major highlight for him and his guys.
And I know people are watching that going, how in the world the quarterback not see that linebacker?
Yeah.
But sometimes, Kate, your focus is so much on the safeties, the nickel, the corner. You just take for granted you could fit that ball in, and that linebacker said, not on my watch.
The Bills are lining up for a
Right, they're going to throw
two-point
for
conversion.
it. And the call to go for it, not awarded as the pass falls incomplete. Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Second and 19.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19. Throwing here, Jones. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
It's now third and 19.
Here he goes. Third and long. Finally caught, and he lost the football. This is scooped up by the Bills. Not much at it after the their partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
A normal old stop with third down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And this one is launched downfield. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready to go!
Off the play fake, Williams. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He's able to drive that pile by line. Making a tackle there, Joey Bosa.
Okay, that's a run that's hold on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's brought in by Burton. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One play action. Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. He just throws this one away.
That may not look like much on tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Swift on 2nd down. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Punch slow! Punch slow!
They're going to try to throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Ready, slip!
Gonna run here, Kyle Manunga. He's still going at the 30. He's gonna take this down to the 11-yard line. 28-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down Bears.
I can assure you of one thing, that carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't scale that run any better.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Going again on second, Williams. And he's got it in close. So a solid gain there, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Ready, slip!
It's a design boot. Goes out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Motion to receiver left. 4th down, Williams. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. Well, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Allen comes out throwing. He's got this complete to James Cook. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. 30. He's at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get the game's first points here in the second. It's a James Cook touchdown.
I've seen a lot of plays in the playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 98, 99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, they're over-aggressive. The offense made a pay in a big-time way.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Prager on to send it away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. It's a nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Ready, slip!
Here's Swift to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break across midfield.
A gain of 12
Offense in the
yards.
hurry up here.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field then. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Running back sent in motion. Williams to throw. Completed over the middle. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Vegas, Vegas!
Williams to throw on third. Plays beyond the marker. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. With 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Gets him on a quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Forced out to his right. They didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
To the air yet again, Williams. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. They're actually going to lose some yardage here as they fail to convert. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Has his man caught by Aguza. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. With the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and a look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Williams again. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Bishop on the coverage.
Again, it's Williams. Has it at the 7. And it's another 1st down on this drive. This time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And a shotgun against the Swift. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines should have wanted a little bit more from there, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. We can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. And he gets in, touchdown! The Bears get their first points in this game just before halftime. Caleb Williams, the touchdown! Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. That's no good. The veteran missed it one rather surprisingly. They leave a point after on the table.
Cairo Santos
He got all of that one
Bills
out of the
take
back
over
of the end
first and
zone for a
10
touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Round 80! Go!
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. He's got it. He's caught. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. The Buffalo's going to call it second time out. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 31 yards.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On first down, Allen. This is caught. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's first and goal. Looking inside the red zone. And into the end zone goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a James Cook touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, so this solid first half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Yes!
Throwing here just before halftime. Complete right side. Gordon has it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And in a brilliant play off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Gain 15 there. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down throw for Allen. It's his running back. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll run it with Cook. He misses the football. Got it, but a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. And Allen will hold on to this. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grow the lead coming out at halftime. Josh
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. And off we go in Western New York. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field positions to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Allen gonna throw to get things going. The throw is gonna be caught. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Brings up second down.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And he's going to be out of bounds. But up past the 35.
That's good.
That pass play good for 22. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Allen going to keep it on his own route. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. Big play there for the Bills. 45 yards.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. The hole closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Throwing now, Allen. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown to Buffalo. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. They ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It is Joey Bosa there on the 7-yard line.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
He's going to be out of bounds. Gain just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a big 6.
Yeah, anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Makes the score Bills 15. Steelers nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. A first down throw from Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. We are through one. The Bills with the early advantage. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. First down for Aaron. That is incomplete. John Smith, tight ends. Man, he was looking for there. And it'll bring up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing a blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Third and 2. Here we go. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Steeler first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air once more. It's Rodgers. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Try again. It's second and 10. Rodgers, RPO, quickly out to Wilson. Now they are in business. inside the 15-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing.
And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers.
Touchdown Steelers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And he stopped. Defense 25. The drive will begin
At their own 25-yard line.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
4 yards on
2 minutes remain here in this first half.
Second and 6.
Greg and I
At the
back
29-yard
in
line.
Buffalo after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll be set up now. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
Asante Samuel on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
31 yards.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts.
First down.
As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Run for the gun with Cook. Modest game. Maybe 2 yards. And 2nd down.
Wilson on the start. A gain of 2.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Out of the gun, here's Allen. In the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Reed. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Rodgers quick to Metcalf.
Steelers.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one not quite on target. And too much on that one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. From the gun, Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A run with Gainwell. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
There's a short one caught by Fireman. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now second and 6 at the Bills' 7-yard line.
On the ground, Gainwell. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to find their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of the football.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
He'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here.
He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are all tied here in the third quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get 2 this one before being taken down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Here's the second down and 7 from the 37. Allen working from the pistol. Touching the field is Knox. And he'll be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back Perkins. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Open is Knox over the middle. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
first down.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. To throw again, it's Allen. Across the left side, caught by his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3
yards on the pickup.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Allen gonna throw again. That is caught by the tight end. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were a guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense.
And he's into the end zone. The conversion is successful, and it's an 8-point lead here in the fourth.
Steelers 15. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So after the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, the lead is 8 as they kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. This is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny. But this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw